Hey everyone, how's it going? Let me get that draft on the screen for you. There we go. We have made our way finally to the back end of the second day of our group stage event here for the Dota 2 Asia Championships. I'm Kyle Guy, bringing you the English coverage over here on Beyond the Summit 2, and well, we got Navi taking on Hyper Glory Team, and this is going to be a nice little battle of, almost a rematch from the wildcard run. Both these teams managed to finish in the top 2 and earn their spot in the current main stage. Let's see how they've been doing. Well, we did see Navi. They're back on the up and up. They go from 0 into 3, now up to 3-0. So they match up on par 3-3. And for Hyper Glory Team, they're at 2-3. So they're actually not doing too bad, right in the mix. So we'll see how they continue to develop over the next coming days, but I'm not going to be going at this by myself. I got my good buddy here, Ryu Boris. Are you ready, friend? I know that you're coming from Europe. What time is it there, man?
It's currently 5:20, if my calculations are right. Yeah, yes.
Okay. It's almost, it's 11:22 a.m. here. The sun is back up, shining in my face, my tired, old, ugly face now.
We didn't even get to talk about that blizzard thing either. I want you to tell me about the blizzard that happened in New York the other day.
It was not as epic as people made it out to be, let me tell you. The media just were like, that's gonna be the craziest frickin' storm. You better find Noah and get on his ark. It's gonna be so bad. And then I look outside, I'm like, okay, well there's a couple of inches, but that's given I'm in Manhattan. But for our good buddy Fogged, who's out in Long Island, he got hit right in the face with snow, and he even couldn't make it to the third game. I think now it was an excuse to step out from casting, but I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he actually did lose power.
He got bulldozed over.
Well, he has to cast, I think, tomorrow, so or whatever. He'll be back. He better be there.
He can't blame the storm this time.
10 seconds to pick.
Well, okay, so here we go. Navi Hyper Glory Team. Our draft, it's well underway here. So with the first set of bans, Navi removed the Wisp and the Ember. And for Hyper Glory Team, they're going to be getting rid of the Troll, the Axe, which is a smart move. Havosa's Troll has been absolutely off the chain. And they also removed the Puck. For the first couple of picks, Navi pick up the Precious Jug, which is a smart choice because if they didn't nab it there, ZSMJ would have probably taken it easily. He has been super proficient on the hero. Rubik, and now on the side of Hyper Glory Team, we got Vengeful Spirit, and look who it is, the Swag Fiend, back again. Not really successful in the hands of Newbie in our previous match, but let's see how good it's going to be here for Air.
10 seconds to pick.
Yeah, we got your VS, your lovely lady that you wanted. Maybe your
She
new
was
lovely
ignored
lady
last
since your
match,
Fedora
right?
girl's gone. Yeah, completely ignored the whole game. I could.
That's you know what that is? That's 7.4% chance of her being ignored, according to these fancy numbers. At least if we're basing it off day 1. So, sorry, that's just so rare. Vengeful Spirit completely ignored. Crazy stuff. Anyways, please go on, please.
5 seconds.
You can have the limelight. I'm amazed too sometimes when she's not picked up, just because of how versatile just the hero is. And well, we're seeing these other heroes. We've been seeing Puck getting banned out normally in the off lane, and Queen of Pain being another mid lane that could shut down Shadow Fiend maybe in the mid lane, and with that pure damage ulti. You're a big Shadow Fiend player, Ray, right? If you're playing Shadow Fiend, who's the last person you want to see on the other side of that river? In honesty, it'd probably be like OD, but from before. But from the new meta, probably. It just depends. Early on, Queen of Pain sort of is the hardest.
Okay.
And then at level 6, probably Ember and Storm are probably the most annoying, just because you constantly need somebody behind you, else you're going to be ganked. But at the same sense, you could just dip into the jungle and you could be really fine. So
Reserve time.
Okay.
now the Chen. Oh, we got also the Brood Mother was
Puppy
banned.
Chen. No,
I mean,
I'm kidding. Did
no,
you see
lied.
were you watching when I said
I
owie
was
over and over again when we were doing Cloud9? That's when I know I hit my mental breakdown. We were casting Cloud9 and I kept calling Chen owie. It was Big Daddy, but I guess apparently
that's why the chat was spamming AUI, and I kept saying AUI is on EG.
I know I was the idiot. So now it's Puppy Chen. It's Puppy Chen for Navi. No, but
all right.
It was a joke. I was making a joke about myself.
I know. The chat doesn't understand. Can't do that.
Yeah. It's Aoi Chen, so. Well, I mean, we saw the potential there when it was picked up, but the last game, Banana, I mean, level 5 at 25 minutes, something went wrong
Let's hope
real
that
quick.
doesn't repeat. I mean, they have the Rubik and the Juggernaut, so their level 1 is pretty good. You have a Shadow Fiend on the enemy team. It's not that great, so I don't think they can, per se, block the Navi's jungle this time around, what they did last time. And Banana didn't really... I saw him... I remember last game, he went into the enemy jungle at the beginning, but he just went immediately back to his jungle for some odd reason. Maybe wanting just to help the Shadow Fiend out the most, but in the end, that just... He was level 5 at level 20 minutes in. I haven't seen that in a long time. So... He's just, his decision making maybe wasn't the best in that game, but everyone's entitled to have a bad game. But let's see what Navi want to pick up here. I seen them win a lot with the Chin Jug, just combo over the heal and then constant pressure. So maybe what other hero? They need a mid and probably an off lane, because always Havos seems to play the Jug.
I'm going to jump ahead real quick before it says nabbed up. Hyperglory team, I'm sure I would imagine their mouths are like salivating at maybe the opportunity to pick up an AA. It just seems to be stand out to me. You have already off the bat aggressive level 1 with the Chilling Touch, so that allows you to safely go into your opponent's jungle so you can block out those stupid little Chen camps. And you have the benefit of removing all the heal that Chen wants to dish out. That in coordination, of course, with the ward from Jug. It just seems like AA would just be a beautiful fit for Hyperglory team. But Navi, well, do they typically get the Havos hero as the number 4? Oh, no, Havos, sorry, is Juggernaut. Dendi, they like to grab potentially right here. Templar Assassin Dendi. We don't see it a whole lot, but it is Dire's side, so it helps out with the Roche, small Roche advantage. And watch the denies here. If Dendi has his way, he will put in like record-setting denies on this Templar Assassin. He loves to hit the creeps.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend versus TA is about almost kind of even, because Shadow Fiend can out-harass the TA, just constantly click, 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 and then get you down at half HP, but TA can get a fast bottle, it depends on the rune controls, and then you'll have Chen maybe supporting with some creeps, and then you could always have the Chen Rubik ganks coming over, because Jug can always be on his own, so Bristles might be having a hard time in this off lane, and I don't see why they wouldn't go AA, but if you think about it, now they only have really Bristleback for the TA refraction charges, so what else can they really get to deal with it? And this Chen army and this heals that are coming, so I think they kind of need AA, but I also think they kind of need a Jakiro too at the same time, but they're just going to get their off lane.
Okay,
Their mid?
core
No, that's
mid
mid.
Bristleback, or a mid Tidehunter. Interesting. Very interesting. So big team impact there. Reasonable wave clearing with Anchor Smash. You can certainly farm down any sort of unnecessary creep wave. But I guess overall, just we'll have to see what the plan might be. Tidehunter versus TA mid. I still don't see that going very well for a Tidehunter, so this is going to be a bit intriguing. And,
yeah, they could be doing... I guess I think they'd probably do Bristleback still safely, and then Tide off, and then Shadow Fiend. They can do so much, but the worry for me is the Rubik now can steal Ravage, and he's just gonna be waiting in the back lines for that the whole time. Right now, HGT, their initiate hero is Tidehunter, but they also have initiate hero and the Bristleback being innately tanking, just going on the front line. So I'm not worried about their lineup all too much yet, but I'm really worried about the TA refractions and the constant healing coming out. How are they going to deal from that?
They are also picking this Tidehunter into a Rubik. That's pretty funky. So you do allow Rubik to have one more delicious, precious spell to steal with that. And it's not always the hardest one. As long as he's hanging out on the sidelines, he'll happily take that away. And then things are going to quickly turn into a 180 flip right before your eyes. But Navi need to round out their solid early drafting here, as they need to get something for Funnick. What do we got? Well, what's left? Batrider taken out. Centaur still a plausible option. He's already ran Legion Commander as well a couple of times here in the DAC. And Clinks has been something they've recently fallen back on. So, what do you think? Between any of those options, something popping out?
Clinks, Windrunner, maybe even Vino off lane. I don't think so, but another hero. I mean, there's a Phoenix too.
Oh. Whoa. This-
Would have never guessed that, so it's not fair.
Does this change things? I'm getting
Are
a
they
weird...
going dual lane aggressive?
Dual lane mid with Warlock. MVP have done it before, and March, their Warlock player, he was saying he did it when he was depromoted. I can't think of unpromoted. That's probably the proper word. Unpromoted.
Demoted.
There it is. I couldn't think of it. Unpromoted. When he was demoted
Alright,
from.
you're unmodded from chat.
Yeah,
Hurry,
whatever.
hurry.
Fail fish all that one you want. He was demoted from being a core role to a support role.
Reserve
He would
time.
still play Warlock, and he would play it in a dual mid lane. So, you know, you never know. This is... Or you do the core Warlock like we've seen. If he's able to throw together the Aghnums and heaven forbid a refresher on top of that, you're in for a rude awakening. So, oh, this
I'm really
is...
worried about the slows coming out. You know, it would be even more funny if like Dendy just went Rubik mid and then did Hobost on TA and then Fnatic on Jug, just something like a huge throwback or something
10
crazy.
seconds to pick.
Because even a Rubik could technically shut down a Shadow Fiend in the lane with the
5
Fable, but
seconds
it's
remain.
not possible. Don't get your hopes up. But well, there's another frontliner here that they I'm kind of worried about. Low, they have nothing to stop it except Venge Swap, maybe Stun, and then Tide Ravage. So these heroes might not be moving in the team fights.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. They're all big. They're melee. Oh, man. And then you got the Warlock slow. The Fatal Bonds is going to be a sure as hell hit half the time, it feels like. This is interesting. Both teams have really been thinking outside the box for this one. I'm already seeing Funnick into the chair of a Warlock. Maybe they're going aggro. No, they have a jungler. I got to get this game underway. I'm already at my wit's end here, Ryu. This is game number 9, mind you, of a long overnight Dota
Yeah, this is
casting
looking
process.
like a good one, man.
And yeah, this has
Good
already
one.
got my brain into scrambled eggs for sure. So, folks, here we go. It's going to be Na'Vi taking on the Hyper Glory team, a rematch from the wild card, and I'm looking forward to it. I would say maybe possibly a slight favorite for Hyper Glory team, but Na'Vi have also looked good, whether they have their days where they're hot or days where they're cold. This is for sure the start to a very hot day. So, I mean, you can't ask also for anything better than the Dendy TA. I'm telling you, man, if he has his way, there's going to be a shit ton of denies.
Yeah, he even denies at like 20-minute mark. It's kind of crazy just to always keep the lane back, keep the lane at equilibrium, making sure that the enemy mid never gets any CS. So it's always fun to watch. But I want to see how Air fares against him. We know that he can be famous. I think he's really good at Ember. He's really good at
Baru?
Brew, what he's famous for.
Video games.
But how can he do with a Shadow Fiend here this game? And what item does he go? We've been talking about it the whole tournament. Does he go for the mech? Does he go for the tools? Or go for the BKB?
Yeah, up until Moo grabbed it, it seemed like just kind of a Western pickup. We'll see if Air's going to be toying with the idea. They have a fair amount of setup without even needing the Yules and the Ravage, so he can always kind of waltz in there and get a good ult off just on the back of that. So maybe Yules isn't going to be too necessary, and outside of him, he's probably going to be the only solid mech carrier. So I would just foresee maybe mech build.
I think Yules, just because you can dodge Jug ulti, TA, you can turn around and slow her or Yules her when she's chasing, and then Tide can maybe get the
Then you get F-Blade too.
mech.
Yeah. The F-Blade too. Beautiful. Against the Jug. They'll certainly need it. So here we go. No surprise. Hyper Glory team are trying to get themselves in the Na'Vi jungle. They want to remove these precious creeps, and we'll see how good their level 1 may be. But you got to remember, they do have Havos Jug. They get one ward down. That's my camp. Now they want this one.
30
Get the hell
seconds.
back. We want these creeps. Where am I going to put it? Yeah, good luck finding that one. He hides it in the corner, and that is going to remove 2 at least, right? And, well, we saw what it did to Banana in the last game when he had a bit of a struggling start. We'll see if it's going to go any better here for Goblak, and he's doing the same thing. He's already out the other side. I'll go for your jungle. My creep.
Yeah, let's see if he does it right this time, where he's not going to rotate probably mid to help Dindy, and if he does, he'll still use the jungle. So that's 3 camps blocked for them, and looks just like Funnick's just gonna be playing on the. They're kind of forced to go this aggressive dual lane just because they just got their jungle warded. That's free farm for maybe the Tide. see how the Fatal Bonds works against him. I kind of want to see how much harassment Funix is able going to be putting on them. But I'm going to go over Navi first, just because I can.
Do it, man.
So,
Do it.
So we got Funix playing on the because you want to white. All right, never mind. Funix playing on the Warlock. Vanscore's playing on the Rubik. We've got Puppy on the Chin.
Nice.
And we got Dendi playing the mid DA, and bottom lane Havos doing the solo off lane. So Rubik actually, Havos playing the Jug, so solo off lane.
Okay.
And actually Golbuck playing Chin.
He doesn't have to really worry about too much after the magic missile. He could just simply Blade Fury himself out of there, but then he would have to wait a bit between the cooldowns, I suppose. But for now, he's feeling confident enough where he can even sneak in a few CS. And Pretty Hot's not going to be too happy about this. It looks like, for now, Kaka is going more Creepolibrium / stack duty for now. Actually, now he's on the way back in. Meanwhile, you can see Air really trying to impose his will. He is way up on the high ground towards the Navi side, as they are both very focused on the CS at hand here. And you can see Dendi already 4 denies. Shadow Fiend at 2 and 2. I think this is just going to be the beginning. But oh, he eats a big burst of damage right there with the connection on that raise. Got to be careful of those.
And Dendi's playing kind of far back, and there's the first milk gank of the game. See if anything comes out of it, if they want to go for the Shadow Fiend mid, or he's 200 gold off his bottle, so this would be perfect time to kill him.
Classic Puppy Chen in action here. The tomato up and at the ready. Vanscore, God, get back here. Oh, he gets the telekinesis, pulls it back, and it's not going to connect. But Air still eating a lot of damage. He's really low. Oh, well, they pull back. They will be unsuccessful in their first gank.
Yeah, at least he has to go back to base now. That's maybe the one good thing. Dendi gets the rune out of it, and it's a haste rune, so he can make a lot of solo plays on him possibly. Oh, he actually used this rune automatically. So he might not have that to kill this Shadow Fiend, but SF now is a little bit slowed down in the jungle, and let's see Havos causing havoc. Already level 4 in the offlane by himself, and Chin's coming over now.
Dendi adding the bitter harassment mid lane with that haste, and Havos is looking for someone to slice down, but there's not really an easy target at the moment. Even Kaka would be a bit tricky with that shield, potential self-sacrifice, but Goblak's getting in on the bottom lane action, so he is not looking to go anywhere back towards his jungle. And now they advance on forward. Telekinesis is going to be there, but there's the immediate shield. It's not going to be enough. It's really low level, and the spin comes through. Your first blood belongs to Havos, but he eats so much tower damage that he will fall on the return. He hands over a bit of XP to Pretty Hot on that one, but they do benefit from that bit of a first blood bonus.
Yeah, Kaka being only level 1 there really hurt them. He could have saved his ally and possibly denied himself, but unfortunately, he didn't have it, so they get first blood on Navi's side. But with Havos going down, him being level 4, that's a lot of experience going over. So I'm okay with that trade-off.
Very close. Navi just had to go a little bit too deep for that one. Now Goblak already looking to scout out the nearby 4-minute rune. Let's touch base with Funnick, who's got top CS right now going against this Tide. He is 21 and 12. Goldblack, oh, 1 minute he's checking out the rune, the next minute he has his ass beat, and he has to pull away. So he gets zoned back. He has a Wild Wing to at least kind of scout things out for now. Somehow has drawn aggro from a catapult, so I guess he'll take care of that. But going back to top lane, Funnick, top CS, man, 23 and 12 denies on top of that. This is a clinic being put on Icy here. Very low wounded, has nothing to heal with. There he's going to get the handoff from the salve, but he is struggling against this Warlock matchup.
Yeah, it's just not looking good for Tide. He even going back, he brought out the salve to him and just like, okay. Oh.
Goblak's in trouble, sorry. He's
going down.
Pretty Hot on his back, and it's just quick work. He was caught already with low life, the stun, the wave followed through, and Pretty Hot just kind of right-clicks him down, and this Vengeful Spirit's going to be able to put together some nice quick levels. Meanwhile, it looks like Kaka is going to do the self-suicide, maybe for efficiency. It looks like he had no gold.
Yeah, he was almost dead. No, he was almost dead, so he just immediately suicide.
Okay, well, he gets the free express trip back to the fountain, and with that, he does have the TP. We'll see if he makes his return to bottom. So that's 2 big lanes happening right now for Na'Vi, though, if you count mid as well. Dendi with 20 and 13 denies. Shadow Fiend pulling together 16 and 5. But, you know, it is Radiant Shadow Fiend. He'll just go and kind of work with these stacks.
Yeah, this is already triple stacked right here. And here goes 1 raise, 2 raise. And I guess he's just going to save the next one for now. But he's just going to basically catch up to Dendi at this point with CS.
Another brief pause here. Na'Vi, something's up. But, alright, so as it goes, Havos, who had picked up the early first blood, is back on bottom. He's got about 700 gold, so nice little head start for him. And I gotta tell you, he is probably one of the happiest players you can ask for as far as how the meta has developed in this recent patch. You're talking about very aggressive fighting heroes. Troll, Juggernaut. These are heroes that I think just fits his playstyle so well. So we're seeing a lot of the potential there. You can make dives and get away with it with some of these heroes. I mean, you saw that troll clip, right? When he took on 4 people? It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. Havos is just getting too much out of this off lane by himself, but they did some nice rotations. And then Chen, this game, he might be 3 here at 5.5 minutes, but Goldblack's gonna do his job. Trying to get some stacks going now that the wards are gone and try to get back in this game. He's able to get 2 creeps now. He's been working with a troll creep, and I don't see any other creeps on the board. No. We need to change a PC, so we might be here for a while.
Oh,
we're about
really?
to get hit by a blizzard.
I'm pretty good with filler. It's all right. You know what we can do? I'm gonna go ahead and open up my lore book here. All right, for all you lore fans, all right, like a little bit more to know besides just the heroes and how their skills work, and more about the story of Dota and where everything came from. For example, we'll dedicate this one to the puppy Chen. Chen comes from the desert where he persuaded dragons to melt sand into glass tubes that collected sparse rainwater. I'm not making this crap up. This is actually from the official Dota lore. You believe that?
Oh, I didn't even understand any of the words you just said. So.
Okay, how about you pick a hero and I'll tell you something about it.
Pit
if
Lord.
they have it. Huh?
Pit Lord.
Pit Lord? Oh, I don't know if they have Pit Lord. I think they only picked up the heroes that are in the game, you dork. I'll see though. I'll see. Maybe they have something with them.
No.
Wait, what's this? Nope. Yeah, no, they don't have it. Sorry. Pick another.
It's like picking M&M from my candy bag. Oh, I want the white one.
So many choices. I can't pick any.
But I'll choose. Well, I'll choose my favorite hero, Pudge.
Pudge. Okay, let me see what they got here for Pudge. Don't worry, people. You're not missing anything. We're waiting. They have to apparently change out a computer. And I wonder who their sponsor was. So we'll go ahead and search. There might not actually be anything on Pudge here. Wow, such a lore Bible, I guess. They don't have a passage on Pudge here? Apparently not. So pick another.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
You know what? I can pick one. I can pick one. Alright, let me see here.
Wait, you just stole my thunder.
Here, I'll do this one because we actually have a Shadow Fiend in the game here. Doom and Shadow Fiend once teamed up to beat the shit out of Shadow Demon. That's per quote. This was once posted up online, and I had to instantly nab it up.
It's so bad.
I know, some of these are pretty good. Clinks and Shadow Shaman hail from the same region, apparently. Like, there's that whole thing with the...
Shadow Shaman's, like, alive, though, and he's, like, Jamaican.
Well, maybe
Clinks
when Clinks was alive, he was from the...
Стоит на линии и ворует экспу. Гангануть кого-то он...
Was so
Once again,
funny. You're right.
video games.
That was too oh, he took the Bat Rider, put him on the cliff twice. Oh, come on. Just do yourself the favor and go check out Rave vs. MVP Phoenix. All right, finally, we're back and underway. I'm actually, nope. Oh, I jinxed that one. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. It's always Na'Vi, dude. Every time I cast Na'Vi, there's like hiccups and pauses. Okay. Let's hold our breath that this hiccup is going to pass. I do hug the players. I say hi. I'm very nice to them. Where did we leave off? 6 minutes in, it's 2-2. Funnick is being a beast right now with this Warlock, which was a peculiar pickup, but hey, there's a courier, and flies over the head of Icy, but Funnick continues to dominate this lane. Here comes Vincere looking to cut him off. The net's going to be there. Icy's in trouble. Oh my god! Big rock from the sky! And with that, they're going to be able to segue right towards that tier 1 tower. Beautifully executed from Na'Vi here in the top lane.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
I'm hearing murmurs that there's problems with the stuff in Dota TV. I wouldn't be surprised. As you saw, my game had crashed and I had to reconnect, so I'm sure that caused some sort of crazy issues that I can't resolve. So you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry. Shades are going to be on. So Pretty Hot will step back as he sees the aggression coming his way. They are making full use of that golem, and it looks like they might be able to just secure this tier 1 tower. Or using the glyph. This is looking like a nice little early boost here for Na'Vi.
Radiant has lost their top tower. Well, look who's come crawling back.
Very well could be. He's off to a really good start. 48-16, top of the net worth. He's got a Midas. He's already got 1K gold. This is the dream right now. I'm sure even March is out there watching somewhere, and he is just giggling. So Dendi is going to be able to secure the Heat Minute rune there at the top. Bottom, oh, Havos gets the Dream rune. Hasty instantly spins on in, and Pretty Ha is going to be chopped on down. Air, he's got the raises. Is he going to get the space? Oh, no, he will not. He walks himself away and right into an Omni Slash, and Havos will get the last little hit. Nope, here comes the SMJ. Oh, no. Looks like Havos is not going to walk away alive, but he does get a 2-for-1 special.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
My stack, my ward, my trap. Wow. He instantly just took control of the area, yeah. So with...
Denied.
Nope. Sorry, Ryu. Not good. Not good enough. Dendi will lose that trap. And now he recognizes there is a sentry ward on the other side, so he still holds firm in his lane. 38-26, now most denies. That's just what he does. And now Air comes on forward, instantly blazes down a couple of sweet creep kills, and he'll go back and resume farm. So we question what his Shadow Fiend build could be this game. Power Treads, Wraithband, Bottle. We'll have to see where he decides to take it from here. And meanwhile, on the other side, ZSMJ gets that kill onto Havost. And outside of that, he's got his Power Treads, or Venom early on. I expect him to just kind of build up and be a bit more tanky. Might even just go with the good old Vanguard to lead things in. Oh, Dendi trading blows briefly, it looks like, with Pretty Hot and Air. But he will just kind of walk on out. Funnick does have that chaotic offering ready and would love to be able to get a pick and maybe turn it into another tower here. For now, he'll just kind of farm out the top. Icy is nearby, does have his own Ravage ultimate ready to go, but we'll see which team wants to utilize what ultimate first. And for bottom lane, Omni Slash back up. Most toys with the idea, but CSMJ still remains in control down here. He's second in net worth right now. So, very, very quiet.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Here comes Vincere, rotates down, gets the telekinesis. Havost thought about maybe jumping in for an Omni Slash, but the timing with the creeps plus the rotation coming in from Air says nope, and walks on away. So Air comes down and he will farm some camps on the way out. And now it's just going to be a small victory for Na'Vi. Just more timid play.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage. Radiant have fortified their towers.
Yep. Yeah, especially if you want to survive after an onslaught, something like a chaotic offering or the Omni Slash, if you can get that little bit extra burst after. Oh, ZSMJ walks right to Goblak, and Goblak is going to go on a bit of a tear with those creeps. ZSMJ, though, will take one of them down on the way out. And, well, no one else nearby to really help out in bringing down that pesky crystal back. So, with that, Na'Vi throw down a couple of wards, and it looks like Havos is going to get started on the Roche Pit. Okay, so they'll lose another, but I guess in the meantime they'll give them that bit of vision to see if anyone's coming. Like right over here, they could see the Venge dancing about, but there's just really no threat. Not yet, at least. Looks like Hyper Glory team are not going to get there quite in time. Wave goes out, he's so low. Oh, it's already done. Oh, there comes the chaotic offering from Funnick. A Ravage on the return, and I got the Ravage. Here comes Vincere, big return of the ultimate, and now it's Na'Vi looking to tear them all apart. Hair will drop. CSMJ and Kaka slowed. One trap, two trap. Here comes Havost. Havost was able to chop on down, and Dendy gets the double. Now ZSMJ trying to walk away from this one, and will be able to get back, but a huge fight for Na'Vi and a fantastic steal from Vincere.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked. No more middle tower for Radiant.
Big plays here from Na'Vi. They look good. Always have that questionable hot and cold kind of a past as far as what Na'Vi is going to be coming to this game. They brought the real Na'Vi for this one. Ooh, Upheaval even. This has sewn him back a bit. We haven't seen much of that yet this game, but that's going to certainly help out a lot when you have someone like a Jug on your side to get as much chops in as possible. I mean, even even Dendi when he has that big damage spread. And it looks like he's already got the Blade of Alacrity. Probably just a reliable Yasha to at least start things in.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked. Radiant structures are fortified.
Hyper Glory team and their supports look very, very starved. Abaddon has yet to even get his precious level 6 borrowed time at about 15 minutes in. just has the old Harry Potter get-up of boots and a wand. And for the other side on Vengeful Spirit, just phase boots. Here comes Dendi. They drop down the sentry, but Kaka could be in trouble. Self-shield for now, but they wave on back and they get Dendi. Or at least they get his first life. And here comes the rest of Na'Vi. Havos pops his Mask of Madness and goes sprinting on forward. Can he catch on up? The range, it's been nerfed recently on the Omni Slash. Can he get close enough? Oh, he gets close enough to start chopping him down. The slow. Boom! Now he unleashes his Omni Slash. It may be level 2, but they soak it up beautifully. And, well, it's just too far and away for Na'Vi to catch on up. Yeah. He just felt, I'm sorry, it just felt like he was so heroic there for a moment. He's like, I'll get him! I'll get him! He's like, I got it! And it's just like, you didn't really do a whole lot there, Havos, sorry. And you're just going a little too fast. We couldn't get up. And he's so angry. It's like, don't worry, dude, it was just my Aegis. I'm fine. You don't understand, I gotta get in there and do the job. Oh, Ghost. Alright, so for now, Hyper Glory team, bright side for them, Batten does get his level 6, so he has his borrowed time. He can be a lot more aggressive. It may seem like something small, but I don't know. Now he's able to kind of really toy with them out in the front and not worry about really getting brought down so easily. Fan score, he doesn't really have the Ravage anymore, obviously. Very good work stealing it in that previous fight, and that is something Hyper Glory team really need to consider. Get that Anchor Smash out the second you pop it off, or at least make sure you secure Rubik inside said Ravage. They go on to foe. Big turn back. Chaotic Offering on to 4. They swap him back in, but Priol has to get the hell out of there. And now it's Funnick on the run. And here comes Denny. Denny steps forward. Big crit damage is going to be there. The borrowed time already did proc, and now your Abaddon is going to be taken down. Icy finds himself into a corner. He does have a TP to walk on out. Air. Uh-oh. Gets lifted up and zapped. Vos gets the kill on that one, and it's going to be 2 for none. As now Na'Vi come down from the north, and that is an Agnums as well that was dropped from Funnick. I didn't even realize that till now, but he is grossly farmed on this Warlock.
Radiant's top tower is under siege. Radiant have fortified their towers. Dire's bottom tower under fire. Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Well, Hyper Glory team, they got to try. They got their Ravage. Their tower goes down, and Havos is spinning his way out. Fanscore is just like walking right on in there. And they go ahead and drop the Upheaval. They go back. They instantly take down the Vengeful Spirit. And Na'Vi are going to look for back-to-back fights. Icy walks on out. He gets slashed apart. No Ravage even going to be happening. And they lose another 3. Pump fakes. Tier 3 goes down. Rax is already exposed before 20 minutes even strikes, and Hyper Glory team, they lose 2 big back-to-back fights. Na'Vi looking damn good. 12-3. This is looking a lot like the newbie game from previous. Putting the metal to the pedal. All right. If you're Havos, you're probably dishing a lot of metal, so I'll take that. Yeah. TA, one of his classics. He's definitely doing work here, even preserving the DD. Hey, why don't you show it off here? Oh, I see. Slips away. Still got his TP, but he's not using it quite yet. Does have the Ravage up. Team's not close, though. So he's just going to have to park it there for now. Then you just assume he's gone, but you never know. Okay, so he'll be fine. They walk back. Meanwhile, up and above, Goblak is the only pretty much lone ranger up here as he builds up a new army. He's got now 2 centaurs, so nice little start. And he picks up a Vlad's. It's a nice little grab. Not only just helps out himself and his army, but well, I guess it adds a bit of boost to... I was going to say Havos, but he's got Mask of Madness, but you know, whatever. The extra damage for his allies. I mean, you imagine a wild Havos running at you, and you're like, this guy's crazy. He might actually do it. So you're like, guys, get here now. And then he actually pulls back. You've been fooled. Uh-oh. Oh, the chaotic offering from downtown comes out from Funnick. The air is going to be donezo. And just, I don't know if you ever gandered at the range of this thing, but he can plop it down from quite far. So there's not much you can do to escape. So with that, they take down their Shadow Fiend, who does have buyback, but it's only a 30-second death timer. They'll take this parade of golems and take it down mid. Already a half-lifed, a tower with half-life left here in the mid lane. No, it was a swap. It was a 2-footer swap. Oh, he did take a swap. What did he get? Oh, miscoil.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked. Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
It's hard, man. Oh boy, and Funnick has already got his Oblivion Staff and Perseverance. He's going to have a refresher very soon. They pray. They hope that Navi's computers suddenly turn off and they don't go for the pause tactic.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
It's Navi's game to lose at this point.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
And
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
He's feeling pretty confident here. Havos moves in. They put the upheaval right in the middle. And what is Bristleback going to do? He can't even walk in there. He's stuck on the outside. Look at it. My tower's going down. How the hell do I get close enough to get my quills off? Well, finally they lift the upheaval, and with that, that tier 3 goes down to about a third life. And it was pretty much uncontested. So they wait for the next creep wave, and they might go for a rinse and repeat here. Interesting. We'll see if that's the play he makes. Getting Havos to bait out the Omni Slash. Are we? There go the immediate raises, but the creeps are now inside the base. Ravage will end up flying out, but I got it, boys! And they take it right back. Ravage, Chaotic Offering. It is hell in a handbasket. Handed over to Hyper Glory Team. And it is going to be an absolute domination from Na'Vi. 3-17. Na'Vi go from 0-3 to 4-0. All right, can we just put that out there?